27. Performances of the night were Anthony Johnson, Raquel Pennington, and I don't think there's any doubt what the fight of the night was. It was Lineker versus Rivera. 200 punches thrown, or 100 punches thrown in 2 minutes, I mean. And I think 98 of them landed.
Paige, did you feel like your aggressiveness and your relentlessness just kind of wore Alex down tonight?
Yeah, you know, I definitely do. I don't think a lot of girls in my division are used to being put, like, having the pace pushed that way, and that's definitely something I get from my teammates. They always push me every second, so that's kind of the way I fight. I push the pace right from the get-go.
That armbar, can you take us through the finish and sort of, you know, how it felt to finish the fight the way you did?
Yeah, you know, of course it felt awesome to get the finish. I was kind of avoiding being on the ground with her. She was a purple belt. That was something that I kind of was hesitant going on the ground with her for, but I'm really, really comfortable on the ground. I should have had a little bit more confidence in myself on the ground. Once I saw the opening, she went up to block her face, and I just saw it was there, and I went for it.
And I wonder if you can comment, you know, so many people write and they call you the next Ronda Rousey, and that's putting a lot of pressure on you where, you know, one of the greatest fighters in the UFC, comparing you to. So how do you keep that out of your mind and just try to, you know, you're a young fighter and try to progress and not, you know, kind of compare yourself to the greatest fighter out there?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's much of a compliment for people to even say that, but those are definitely huge shoes to fill, and I have a long way before I can make that comparison. But I mean, I'm thankful that people see that, and I definitely want to follow in her footsteps. She's opened some great doors for women in all athletics, and especially women in the UFC and in MMA. So I just think of it as a compliment. It's not pressure added or anything like that. It's just a compliment.
Was it true that you were nervous when you first met her and that you couldn't speak when you shook hands with her?
Yeah, definitely. When I first met her, I was nervous, especially, you know, she's Ronda Rousey. I met her at a Reebok photo shoot, so I saw her walk in and nerves rose, but I made sure I went over, shook her hand, and she gave me a compliment on my last fight. And didn't really know what else to say other than, hey.
I think that's kind of how Rumble was with Cormier, right? And I just wondered, first of all, if you can comment on Paige's performance, and do you think it's one of those things you got to, you know, take it slow because people want to rush her and she's only, you know, 21, 22 years old, that needs to take some time?
Yeah, no, I agree. She has all the attributes of a little rock star, man. She's got a great personality. She's absolutely relentless when she fights. She moves forward. She puts Mighty Mouse type pressure on fighters. And yesterday she was the most searched fighter on UFC.com. People love her. All of her sponsors were all sitting around cage side with their phones out filming her when she walked out. She's got it, man. She's got it. She's got to put in the hard work and keep her head together. And you know, I mean, it's when you ask, you know, do you take it easy with her? She's ranked number 7 and she's dominating. It's hard to hold somebody back like that. You know, when she fights, you see that she's definitely green and she's young, but she's relentless and she's scrappy and she wins, man.
First question for Paige. In light of what you just heard Dana say, I wanted to ask you, revisit the whole idea of being a title contender. You've obviously said that you're fine with being patient, you want to improve, continue working your way up. Given the fact that you're in the top 10, you keep winning, how long do you think you can keep on winning and not get a title shot? And if it happens sooner than maybe you're thinking about it, do you think you'd be fine with that?
You know, when the title shot's ready, when the title shot's there for me, I definitely will be ready for it. But of course, I'm not gonna rush anything. You know, this is my time in the UFC. This is my career, and I want to enjoy every second of it. It's just such a blessing for me to be a part of the UFC. So I'm gonna enjoy every second. Of course, I'm gonna listen to the UFC. Whatever they think is the next step for me, I'm gonna listen to them.
Thanks.